Degeneracy is a trap, and this is how you don't fall for it. I want you to think of a time, right, where you didn't have anybody to call, you didn't have anybody to lean on, and if we're being quite frankly honest, you didn't have anyone who you could honestly say was instilling good principles in you in that current moment. A large majority of the population in the world, when we feel sad, when we don't feel like ourselves, when we get stressed out, we automatically run to an outlet. This outlet could be substances. This outlet could be sex. This outlet could be fast food, whatever, right? Ask yourself this question. How much longer can I keep putting a Band-Aid on a wound that just needs to heal? See, if you look at the reflection of the world is literally putting a bright light on partying, clubbing, all of these different things, right? And if you break these things down psychologically, these things are doing one thing and one thing only: creating revenue and keeping you at your lowest level. Let me ask you a question, right? And this is for my men, and this is even be for my women as well. You're going to a party to do what? Probably going to go smoke, probably go talk to some new people you haven't ever seen, maybe put some clothes on, maybe just get a dopamine hit, whatever, right? How long and how consecutively can you do this over time for years and years and years, and it still give you that same feeling? For example, right? There are a lot of people that may watch me, they may smoke marijuana or just smoke vapes or whatever they do, right? You're smoking something. Let me ask you this question. If you've been smoking for a little minute, you know that you'll never be able to get that first high back ever. No matter how strong, no matter what you putting in it, you know for a fact that you will never be able to get that significance of that peak high back because you have now plateaued. So what happens is when we do anything, exercising, routining, having sex, we get used to these things. The brain, the body, it gets used to certain things. And what happens is you start to see things plateau. This is why when you work out, if you go in the gym and your first time you pick up a 10, a 20, a 30, you're going to be like, holy shit, I feel strong as hell. And when you consecutively do that same weight over and over and over again, you're going to feel like, yo, this ain't shit. I need to up it. And what you're going to do is you're going to see your body get used and accustomed to building, because if you don't level up, nothing changes. If you don't increase the weight, you don't get bigger. So this is what I mean when I say, bro, a lot of people fall, and especially my young guys, especially my young women, a lot of us fall victim to degeneracy when we're young because we find it so appealing. We find it's kind of like having, if I'm being honest, shiny object syndrome. It's like when you're young and, you see new shoes and you see new clothes and you see people do certain things you want to do. It's shiny object syndrome. So if you think about what degeneracy is, having sex with random people, doing drugs, drinking whatever, eating whatever, doing all of these things on a consistent basis, what do you think the next 10 years is going to look like? But the cop out for this is, oh, I'm young right now. I can do that right now. I can waste time right now. But what if you can't? What if you waste just enough time to where when you actually get on your shit, the clock is really ticking? Imagine if you are doing this from 20 to 30. Now, from 20 to 30, you just wasted damn near a decade on doing things that brought you an instant form of gratification, now you have to reprogram yourself to even be able to go through your 30s and be a different person. The reason why you're getting the same results is because you're doing the same shit. The reason why you think the same is because you're not intaking any new information. The reason why people have shitty physiques, the way people can't attract what they want into their life, is because the individual you are right now isn't capable of doing so. An individual that has not been in the gym, doesn't train, doesn't do anything physical to get their body capable of doing a certain sport will not be able to play that sport. No matter how genetically gifted you are, no matter how high you can jump, to a certain extent, your body has to be used to be going through a certain type of plethora. So with anything, it's easy to do these things. It's easy to get on your shit as well, because that instant gratification you get from smoking right quick, that little stress reliever you get, and then you come back to reality. If you remove that habit and replace it with something more conducive to growth, don't you think that the longevity of your life is going to be so superior? See, people think that you cut bad habits out and you go cold turkey and that's it. No, I believe, honestly, if you're going to cut out a habit like smoking, if every day you get off of work, right, the first thing you do is go roll something up and you smoke, and now you cool, you chilling, but you don't do shit for the rest of the day. So what's happening is you're living the same day over and over and over and over again. Instead of me doing that, all right, let me replace this habit of going to the gym. See, what's going to happen is that hour to hour 45 to 2 hours that I wasted smoking, rolling up, the whole process, right? How about I actually take that hour 45 to 2 hours to go work on myself? See, if I smoke 5 days a week and it's 7 days a week, if I go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week, bro, and I work on myself 4 to 5 times a week, damn, I'm making some shit of progress. I'm making damn near 20 days worth in a month of progress by just simply working on myself. So you could imagine how if you replace the habit of scrolling, if you replace the habit of gooning, if you replace the habit of just being a fucking degenerate, and you replace those things with striving to be the most intelligent man in the room, striving to be the most creative man in the room, striving to be the most beautiful and slash multi-dimensional woman in the room, striving to be the most valuable woman in the room, striving to be the most righteous man or woman in the room. See, the reason why people are doing these things is because it's easy. It's easy to go get the Big Mac. It's easy to go drink. It's easy to go have sex with a random person because it gives you that quick hit. And that quick hit will keep quick hitting you. And this is why people can't quickly get what the fuck they want, because things take time. The things that you want that are going to keep you baseline are going to be easy. The things that are going to mold you and develop you are going to take time. The things that are going to make you the man that you're proud of are going to take time. The individuals that will come around you that are actually going to help you grow and learn, those individuals will take time to attract because you still working on yourself. Now, I ain't make this video to come condemn you. I ain't make this video to make it seem like I'm just some goody two-shoes ass nigga. Nah, bro. I'm just undeniably disciplined. And you can do the same thing. Because like I stated in my last video, discipline is easier than breathing. You just have to define what level of discipline you want to operate at. If I want to operate at my lowest level, I know how to do that. I want to operate at my highest level. Okay, I know how to do that. We know how to do whatever the fuck we want to do. We're just choosing to do specific things. So me operating at my highest level, knowing that I'm in the gym, I'm reading, I'm goal-oriented, I'm focused, and I'm doing the things I need to do every day, 1% better every day. I ain't killing myself every day. I'm not trying to break my neck. I'm getting better 1% every day. 365 days in the year, I get better 1%. That's a good number. Good percentile rate to me. So it's not about doing things the fastest. It's not about swapping habits out the fastest. It's about making the decision. And this is why I say your decision will either be your culprit or your decision will either be, honestly, your freedom. Because you make the decision right now to be free from addiction, your child will ultimately be free from addiction. Because 85 to 90% of situations happen when we're talking about drugs and habits and etc. These things is passed down. These things are behavior adaptations that we've seen throughout childhood. And now it's perceived, because everything is perception, as okay and acceptable by society, so you don't question it. So now you have to start looking at life from, okay, I know a majority of individuals right now are living at their lowest level. How about I be that shining star? I know a majority of people ain't doing nothing with their life. How about me be that representation? I know a lot of people ain't focused on getting money, working out, eating healthy. How about I be that shining star and be the guide or the encyclopedia for other people so they can take notes from my book and get better? That's it, bro. Like, you ain't got to say the world, bro. You being you is you living in your most authentic version. You being you is being the most inspiring, motivational speaker you could ever be, bro. By just simply being you, bro. No matter if you're a creative with art, with music, with content, you know what I'm saying? What if you scrub floors all day? That is an art. So perfect your art, bro. Grow within your craft. Shine bright. Stay focused. And last but not least, bro, stay on the righteous path, my brother. Stay on the righteous path, my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's going to be easy to turn around and make that U-turn and go back to what's comfortable. But if you stay that course, you keep driving down that road, best believe God going to have a good, man, I don't even want to say it, man. God going to have some nice gems and some beautiful journey for you, man. You just got to keep going, bro. You just got to keep going, man. Stay on your journey, man. Stay on your path. I'm out.